Thanks, my boy. If you're new around here, we're the Newbys, and you've caught us at a pretty pivotal moment.
There you go. And so to anybody who's wondering, why are we knocking it down instead of renovating it? There's your answer. Oh my goodness.
We're in the process of renovating a small stone house on our farm in northern Portugal into a temporary home for us and our 2 little boys to live in, while we build a stone family house on our land. We're waiting for one final planning permit to come through, which should be any day now.
And if you're curious about the location of all of these houses and what we've been doing here, here's a little map for you to have a look at.
So if you're new to our channel, then please subscribe and join us, because any moment now we'll be breaking ground on the adventure of a lifetime. Until then though, we've got a kitchen to build and an extension to finish. So we'd best get on with that.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Wait, watch this. I have literally had to stand Tara in the door right here, otherwise you just wouldn't see her.
I'm blind.
She blinks. Let's turn around. So, at the end of the last episode, we were like delighted with this colour.
We're still delighted.
I was going to say, oh no, now we're going to take. No, delighted by it. It's fab. We're so excited. This room really starts to feel like it's coming together. Anybody watch The Big Lebowski and his rug? Well, the picture on the wall over there is certainly the Big Lebowski's rug metaphor for this room.
Yeah, it's magic, isn't it?
It is magic.
It really starts to feel like a little home, you know? Like it feels, I can see us so soon, I hope. Come on. Moving in here and being like super cozy and like, I said to John yesterday, because when we talked about the fact that we were getting frustrated that we didn't have more living space, and people were like, but you've got so much more than other people on the planet, etc.
Quite right.
Which is quite right. This house, if it had 2 bedrooms, would be absolutely perfect for what we need.
3 bedrooms, yeah.
Yeah, and a guest room, I suppose. But we've got the tiny house. But if we just had a space to get the boys out of our bed, then it would be like I would have no concerns, because the space is so beautiful. Like the way it's turned out, it feels magic in here, doesn't it?
It does feel beautiful, and Tara would be like that, but I'm totally different. I've got this massive ambition to build this huge house, and you know, I'm just really up for that challenge. So we are a little bit different.
We want that adventure in our lives, don't we, of building the big house. But my point is that what we're creating in this little space is so beautiful. I'm excited to live in it, and I just think that those 2 years that stretch ahead of us, calling this home, wouldn't feel like any sort of hardship if we had 2 bedrooms.
Quite right.
It's not going to feel like a hardship because it's a beautiful space.
Yeah.
It would just be really perfect if it had 2 bedrooms.
It would be.
Because it's just about perfect.
All right, so what are we going to do today?
Yeah, sorry.
What are we doing today?
I've been musing, can you tell?
This room here should be in a position where it's almost finished, you know, with the exception of a few pieces of wood that I don't have with me right now. We very much hope that we can complete this room, put the windows back in, finish the painting off, put these little rimmers around the top of the room. Rimmer, by the way, Finnish word.
Also an English word though. If you're English and you know that word, please tell John, because he thinks he's speaking Finnish, but a rimmer to me, like I know what he means.
Hey, varmasti rimmer on suomalainen kieli. That's all I'm saying. You Suomalainers out there, you know exactly what I said. So, here we go. So we're going to put the rimmer up there. We're going to take the tape down. That's the first job. We're going to paint that pieces of wood. I'm going to be working in the kitchen a little bit. We're going to put the glass back in the window. It's going to be a full-on episode. By the end of it, we're going to be able to look at something that's almost looking rather fancy.
Yeah, we might even be able to have a sundowner drink in here.
Absolutely. Brilliant.
Love
all right, let's do it. First up, paint some wood.
Okay, can we take the tape off first? I really want to see that.
All right, let's take the tape off. Who's taking it off?
I'll start at the bottom.
Okay.
That's all right, I think.
Perfect. Love it.
Right, it's the top one that's important, isn't it?
It is the top one, yeah.
Right, moment of truth, love.
Okay, do you want me to take it off?
Okay,
all right.
because the whole like ripping paint thing is a bit intimidating.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I'm so glad you're doing that one. It's not dead straight, is it?
No, it's definitely a little bit hairy, shall we say.
Yeah. Is that me? Or the tape?
It's just the tape. Yeah, you can get this proper painter's tape that does a better job.
Isn't this proper painter's tape?
I think it probably is. Well, it came from a painter's shop, so it must be, but it's not the, these very dark colours going up against whites, they're often difficult.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I really liked the brown of the paper.
Yeah, me too. I like that as well. There's definitely a feeling that if we got an oak piece of wood there...
Yeah, it would be beautiful.
It would be beautiful. But I thought about that and then I was thinking, well, that might actually be just too many colours.
Oh, okay. It just feels kind of empty now without that paper there. But actually it looks very neat. Oh, you guys are getting a great view. That looks really tidy. Don't do any close-ups. Oh no, what happened there? There's a proper leak there.
I think that might be... that could be ripped paper. Yeah, no, that's a leak. It
That's
wasn't
bad.
pushed down properly. All right, I am a real fan of that white into green. And
It looks beautiful, doesn't it?
It was the right thing to do.
Oh, love, I'm so excited.
It was definitely the right thing to do. Go halfway up, wasn't it?
You are an absolute genius, my love. When John and I got together, he was living in this beautiful apartment in Bristol in the UK, which he had renovated from kind of an absolute wreck into a gorgeous city apartment. It was stunning. Maybe we can find pictures for you. And I remember walking in there and going, holy cow, this guy has incredible taste. It was just so classy and it was so beautiful and the finish was amazing and the colours were perfect and the kitchen was a thing of dreams. I'm really proud of John for his vision. He's so good at looking at these things and going, I know what's going to look great here. And then, we run with it and inevitably it looks amazing. So, well done, love. This looks fab.
Let's have a look at this because, you say it would be nice with an oak. I've got these little oak beads.
Those are fun.
Here. They would complement the bookshelf.
Exactly,
right?
yeah, really nice.
It's
It's the same thing you use there, hey?
So what about if we just...
It's really subtle as well because they're so thin.
Put that there.
Oh, I like it.
Instead of white, what does it look like?
I like it a lot.
Is it better?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes. Do you want me to hold it and you can look?
I think I do, yeah. Okay. No, you're right. Blast! I just spent 30 quid on wood for to paint white. That stuff comes from a different shop.
Oh, that's annoying.
But I think we'll go with that, won't we?
It looks fun, huh?
Yeah, pop into.
And I like that it goes it runs through to the bookcase and stuff.
All right.
This is so much fun. The other thing I hope this is giving you guys is a tiny taste into what's to come. This is our first kind of small practice project, if you will. It's not practice, it's a real project, but it's kind of giving us room to explore different ideas that we might want to take into the new house or not. But it'll also give you an idea of the kind of things that we like and that we put together and the kind of ideas we have, so that you as well can get excited about the new house and what we're going to do there.
It's going to be huge.
It'll be massive.
All right, I've got a few of these pieces. I'm going to put those up straight away.
Okay.
Do you want to get on with the windows? And
Yes,
we'll start?
I'd love to.
Yeah, excellent.
Before we get started with all of that stuff, I want to share a new tool I've found with you guys, because I know how much these kind of recommendations can make a difference to your work day, to your workflow, and I'm pretty excited about this one because it's made the world of difference to me. So we're going to nip into the tiny house quickly, bear with me, and I'd like to introduce you to AccuFlow. I'm going to start this with a confession. I am the queen of getting distracted. Now, you guys might watch our channel and think, well, it's just a YouTube channel, but do you know what? The Newbys is turning into a kind of, a pretty cool business. We are employing more people. We've got more projects on the bubble. We're kind of trying to diversify. So there's a lot of balls in the air and a lot of different things being juggled, which is when my mind goes into 1,000 different directions. So how does AccuFlow help with all of this? Well, AccuFlow is designed to help busy professionals streamline their workflow and manage their day in the best way possible. It is an incredibly intuitive and easy to use interface with amazing time blocking capabilities, and I have
loved setting up my days into different time blocks where I'm kind of managing my tasks effectively. And there's nothing more satisfying than ticking it off at the end. The best thing about it is that you can pull in all of the different apps, because there's nothing more frustrating than having some tasks in Gmail, some tasks in Slack, some tasks in Todoist, some tasks in Notion. All of these apps seamlessly integrate into Akiflow so that everything is in one place. So what I've been doing in our Gmail account is labeling with an Akiflow label all of the tasks that I want to pull through into Akiflow, because our Gmail is not just a place where work emails come in, it's where also personal stuff comes in, and it's kind of a bit of a jumbled mess. Akiflow is helping me streamline that and make sure I action the emails I need to action in a day, and that the work ones are kind of separated and in my full calendar of my day, of my week, of my workflow. It's a game changer. I found figuring out how Akiflow works super easy, but they do offer a one-to-one onboarding call with one of their experts that only lasts 15 minutes, and they'll set you up with everything you need to know and to get started using Akiflow to manage your workday so much better. So why not give Akiflow a go? Use our unique link in the description below and you will get 30% off your 12-month subscription.
Right, let's get started. Do you know, on the other side of this window is probably one of my favourite things on our farm that we kind of only noticed after being here for a while, which was these 3 cork oaks that are just outside this window. And the one that sits lowest in particular has got the most amazing shape. It's grown out from underneath the other 2 and it's all twisted and kind of turning out of, out of the shade to find its own sun. And I just think they're the most beautiful trees. In fact, I think they're my favourite. In Africa, my favourite tree is definitely, I don't know, maybe it kind of has to, the baobab is very iconic, isn't it? But in Zimbabwe, we have our native tree as a masasa. And in, what time of year would it be? Spring, I suppose in Zimbabwe, spring, September time. They change colour, their leaves change colour as they get their new leaves. It's almost like a reverse autumn. As they get their new leaves, they all come out these kind of reds and oranges and yellows, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it's such a special time of year at home. So masasas would be my favourite trees at home in Zimbabwe, but for sure my favourite trees in Europe and in Portugal have to be the cork oak.
Alright, so I'm just going to put a really thin bead of glue on this.
Do you need me?
Not yet. I will do very shortly.
Gosh, that looks so good, love.
Yeah, that's great.
Love it.
Yeah?
Yeah, come and have a look. It's so subtle.
Yeah, I think that's the best way, isn't it, really? Yeah, love it. That looks great.
Isn't it? High five, Buster.
Right. I'm going to miter both ends of this so that they slide together rather than butt together. Do the long corners first. Let's go see how Tara's getting on. I want to get down on the kitchen. There's a profile I really want to cut down the side of that cooker cabinet. So we'll do that.
Right.
And then maybe later today go into town and have a look and see whether I can find some more of this wood. push the sofa back now.
Lovely. That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cute, man. Right, I'm all done with these window frames, so I'm going to head into the bathroom and do that skirting board which John asked me to have a look at. Nice chance as well for you guys to see the bathroom finished, because I don't think we haven't done like a big reveal yet, which we will do in time, but this is what it looks like now. It is so pretty. I just love it. This cabinet was actually a bedside table, if you remember. It all needs a clean because we had our family in here and I haven't been to clean it. But it is just looking so beautiful in here. Really, really beautiful. Delighted with the floors. And everything just fit so nicely. So anyway, this is the skirting board that I'm just going to touch up because it's quite mucky. We recycled it from our current living room. So we'll just give that a bit of a freshen up and we'll be good to go.
Too long, but it's not bad. Almost nearly there. Oh, one more go. So close. Okay, that's a little bit more skirting in place. We're so close to doing that. I think I'm going to finish that off a bit later. It starts to be, well, dull, to be honest. We are going to need to go to the shops also to get some more of that rimmer that goes around the top of the room. I think that looks absolutely brilliant. I'm really, really pleased with that. I'm going to head downstairs now. I'm out of breath because I've been running up and down the stairs fitting those skirting boards. I'm going to head downstairs now. I'm going to cut a profile into the kitchen cabinet up the side and start fitting the cooker cabinet. So we'll crack on with that and then we'll come back here a little bit later and we'll have a good look and see how Tara's got on with that painting and perhaps put some glass in the windows so that we can get a true feel for how that room is going to be. Right, we're 3 cabinets in now. Pretty pleased with the way it's going. We've cut a hole in the top over here. We did that with Crusoe a little while ago. What shape is it? Circle. Yeah! All right, you can keep it. What shape is it, Sawyer? Blue. Good shape. We've got 2 cabinets fixed together. This 3rd cabinet, it's not fixed yet to this one. The reason for that is I haven't put a back on it. And I'm not putting a back on it just yet because I'm going to need to drill a big hole through that wall so that a gas pipe from a gas bottle on the other side of the wall can come through. We'll keep the gas bottle outside. Now, we could go all electric in this kitchen. We may very well and almost certainly go fully electric in the new house build when we get those permits. But for this house, I know Tara really likes to cook and she loves to use gas. So we'll stick with the gas pipe and I'll just feed a gas pipe through this wall right here. So we've got nice and level, everything's going exactly as it's planned. Basically I've got the bottoms, the feet of the kitchen currently touching the edge of this fancy line that Carlos and myself put in all those months back now when we put the terracotta tiles down. Remember, when we finish this project, we're going to give this floor in here a good old polish, bring it back to life a little bit, so it'll be nice and red, looking very terracotta, and here it'll be very blue, following through the house, and we're going to be going up those stairs, past that bookshelf that I built, into the new room that's all very, how do you say, not turquoise, but very rich in colour, and then up to the bathroom that we finished a little while back as well. So there's lots going on. Right now, rather than building another cabinet, because basically I've run out again, I'm not very good at this, am I? I've run out of this wood here, 45mm battens. So rather than building another cabinet, because I can't, and that cabinet's going over that side in a minute, I'm going to have a look and see whether I can build a profile that goes down the side of this part of the kitchen here. That'll be a fun job to do. So first of all, let's get some wood and see what we've got. I've got a piece of oak here. If it's tall enough, I think it's going to work. We are going to be anyway painting it. I'm just thinking I might rue the idea of oak when I'm cutting it with the jigsaw, but for now, let's go with this oak piece because we've got it left over from another project. So, in short, what we've got here is a profile against the wall. It's all wiggly wobbly, and I'm going to try and cut a piece of wood that fits in there nice and perfectly. So we're going to want a piece of wood to be that. Right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that there. Just hold it into place, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to try really hard to draw the line of it. Okay, there we go, we've got a nice line. Hopefully that fits. I was so right. I wish I'd done that in pine. This is going to take a while, folks. All right. Behind me, let's have a look, see where it fits. Does it fit? I mean, it's not perfect, but I think it's definitely going to be good enough. That'll work, won't it? Very good. Pleased with that. Obviously, we'll be closing up that electrical point there. Just waiting for the electrician to come and do what he needs to do before we close up that piece of rock there in the wall, put that cable in the wall. So, okay, well, we've got a nice edging there. We've got 3 boxes in place. The plan will be to have the cooker here, like I've said before. Underneath there'll be a kind of a little drawer, and then underneath that there'll be a cupboard for pots and pans. We've got a 2-drawer system here, deep drawers, 1, 2. Then we've got the sink here, and then underneath that cupboards for, you know, the stuff that people have under sinks. The next bit will be a dishwasher, 45 centimeters, and then we're going to be building right now a new cabinet, 2 pieces, one very tall that will house the oven, and then one that sits right next to it. It's going well. Let's just glue that into place while we work.
Oh man, I'm so glad how today's gone. This is just coming out so beautifully. I am just going to finish up, I think. This is at the point where basically I can just put down some rugs, give it a bit of a clean, and we can get things sort of ready for us to move in as and when that time comes. We've moved our recliner out because I think we're actually going to lend it to a friend. If you remember, that recliner had that incredible lift function, and one of our dear friends here, her mum had a fall and broke her hip, so we're going to take that over to her to use while she's recovering, because it will no doubt help her lift up, and then we'll find a home for it when we move in here with all of our other furniture. But we've got another 3-seater couch just like this one, which will go across here, and a little armchair. And we've got a beautiful console table with a lamp and all the rest of it that's going to go in. But for now, I'm just going to give everything a hoover. I'm going to put the rugs down. I'm going to get this into place, and maybe hang a few pictures. But let's see how we get on. I'm just so excited. Like a beautiful killing rug. There we go. It's not much, but it's a teeny tiny start and a step in the right direction. And doesn't it look fab? Imagine